6th offering, Dawson Forest. It's a 268 unit property located in the northern Atlanta suburbs. It's on a really powerful artery called 400 North. It's 16,000 businesses along that core technology corridor with 200,000 employees. And Dawson is one of the fastest growing counties and cities. This technology corridor on 400 North, traction for a lot of employers, a lot of people who want to live there. It's a lot of growth going on. And Dawson itself, Dawsonville, has been growing 20% year after year.
The location, high income that's grown over the past few years, population that's grown, an educated population, high white collar employment, people have good jobs. That means that they can pay their rent, they can absorb the rent increases, and they have a demand, a higher quality product as well. What brought our attention to this submarket? People are moving here and they're following this 400 corridor. Literally, this was ranked number 3 in the growth of counties in the US.
Why do we love this deal? It's 1999 vintage. That's amazing, right? The newer the deal, the less maintenance, the less deferred maintenance, and the better shape it's in. So this is essentially an early 2000s deal, so only 24 years old. Number 2, it's a perfect size, 268 units. It's a perfect size for us to manage, and 2, it's a perfect size that other institutions want to buy from. So we're on Blackstone's preferred buyer list. We want to sell this deal to Blackstone, they'll scoop it up in 2 seconds. Number 3, this is institutional quality. So the quality construction, quality interiors, and quality tenant base, this is something that most people want to get it themselves into. It's around a strong retail complex. It is across the street. If you're in the parking lot of Dawson Forest, you can throw a football into the luxury premium outlets across the street. So this is like the Gucci, the Prada, Tory Burch, all that kind of good stuff. It's all literally across the street. There are huge box retailers. We're sharing a property line with Home Depot, Super Walmart, PetSmart, all of that's just right there. And the interesting thing was 20 years ago when they built this deal, this was very low density. This was like super low density in 1998. And now in 2024, it's high density. And there's about 700,000 square feet premium retail. And in terms of investment thesis as Viking Capital is this: we love value add. And what we mean value add is really how do we infuse capital into a property that enables us to increase NOI or net operating income in order to increase the value of the property, right? There's 2 ways to increase the value of the property. There's organic appreciation and forced appreciation. And everyone else on Viking, we've figured out how to squeeze the juice out of both. And so we do organic appreciation and forced appreciation. 70% of the units are ready for upgrade. There is competition. There is other apartments in there. The interesting thing is they all built recently. So there are like A-class properties, 3 of them, and we're the only B-class property there. So we're the most affordable option. And when you look at our property, it looks actually very good and it can compete with some of those other properties. But we are purposely trailing, and we don't mind trailing the whole time. But the rent growth we're seeing from the classic units to the upgraded units is almost $300. What the brokers thought this would go for and what the sellers thought they wanted was $58 million. This eventually got negotiated down to $54 million. And then after it was under contract, our partners and I were able to negotiate it down to $52 million. This is a $6 million discount off top line price. And that's why we're able to do it at a 6 cap, which is highly unusual in Atlanta, especially with this kind of property at this vintage.
Not only are nearly 70% of the units prime for upgrades. Now what that means is that 32% of the units have been renovated. Built in 1998, probably the architect started working in 1995. The original units look dated here. Now they're still getting strong lease trade outs, but the seller has taken 32%, renovated them, and shown the ability to earn up to $300 rent increases for those renovations. We have nearly 70% of the property. We can continue that plan, and we can be the one to benefit from all those renovated units and the rent premiums that go with it. And this is just an example. You don't have to be a real estate expert to see that what's on the left side, which is what the original unit looks like, when we transform it to the right 2 sections, but especially the right side, which is what ours will look like, people are willing to pay more for that. It's more attractive, it's got newer appliances, it's where people want to live. And that's really kind of what drives the plan. Now we've put down $175 premiums, $250 premiums. They're getting north of $300 right now. Again, we just like to be conservative in how we underwrite the opportunities. And just to give you an idea of what we invest in, these are full service, luxury quality type amenities at this property. Again, what's drawing the tenants there? Like I said, it is a bit dated. We already have priced out and contractor selected to renovate the clubhouse. So when the tenants walk in, they'll see an updated fitness center, an updated clubhouse. We'll attract the top tenants in the market to bring onto the property. There are amenities that appeal to all types of renters, families, people who are single, which is great. It's a diversified tenant base.
That's why this property is just so unique.
So reach out, book a call. A lot of these questions have to do with detailed questions about NOI and ROI and what the IRR is, what the exit cap is. You're going to get all that information in the recording. You get through that recording and you still have questions, book a call with me. We'll pull the model out and one by one, I'll answer all of your questions and go through them personally on a Zoom call.
Yes, if you can. I'm really excited for this one. We'd love to get you to join us and help you grow your portfolio.